Hey guys, I'm Lara and today I'm going to show you a super versatile quoting strategy from a small balance, with which you can increase your balance even with a couple of dollars. Be sure to like this video and click subscribe to receive more useful content. So guys, let's get started. Today I'm going to work with the last currency ratio, Canadian dollar and the Switzerland franc. And the indicator here is to show me some tips on how to consider the trend. I think that the whole trend here is for the bears, because you see I'm zooming this out and I'm seeing that there are some tendencies. Yeah, and there's some wavy tops, but anyway we're having the bear's power right over here, but I just thought that the MACD will go pretty perfect with his kind of strategy, because here I have many obvious signals, such as for example the bars which are below the zero level. And you can see that here we have also two lines which are saying that it's going to be the bear's power, the bear's tendencies in common. So I'm going to work with this. First you see $10, and I'm going to put here my investment. I'll go for example $6, and still I think it's quite time for us to go with the bears. So let's try. So great guys, you see we had some issues because this candlestick was trembling a little, and I thought that we need one of the green color candlesticks. But then you see we've mentioned still the revealing tendencies of downtrend. And now I see we have almost $15 in my account, and that's not bad. Not bad for us, but we can go to another one currency ratio. Let's go for example to the first one, the United States dollar and the Colombian peso. So you see here we're having the 83% of payout, and I will try my best to find out the next deal, because you see we're having here the prevailing tendencies of the green candlesticks. And what else? Okay, I'm sure that the MACD is going to show us a revealing bullish trend, and I think that it's interesting kind of story because the situation is pretty wavy. So I think we are having our time, because I will zoom this in and I will have my best round entering here $12. And I think that we should try the best with our greens. So let's try. So guys, it was a perfect situation. You see you just enter with the trend and there was obvious signs of bullishment. Sometimes the situation is showing that according to the alligator it could be pretty uncomfortable, but you see that still we had time. There was a prevailing position for the bullishment. So let's go to the second one, because we need our time, we need our wall to get more greater in terms of the width. So let's go and work with United States dollar and the Egyptian pound. And you see that there is situation of reversal. Yeah, so the reverse is going to come, and you see that along with the MACD it was the intersection here. The lines are being crossed, and now I think that it's going to be for some period the time for the bears, because I see the situation here is going to be alike. Okay, I'm going to zoom this in until this kind of top. I'll be having this view. This will be really convenient for me. I'm going to my investment and I'm going to work with $20. Amazing, so I hope to see you in a minute with my greater sum. So let's go. So you see that in this very kind of story we're having the growing up, and there were some catches according to this very situation, because you see after this very period, after 1.5 candlestick, we're having still the prevailing situation of growing up. So it was a time when the temporary rebounds are entering the platform. Now we see that we are having the prevailing positions for the continuous growing up. Guys, I wanted to briefly remind you about my trading community in Telegram, which is growing at incredible rate now. So on this channel, every day I post even more useful and relevant information about trading. There I share the news, show my real life as a trader, publish trading materials, analyze my best strategies and most importantly, get trading signals with a 90% profitability, which you can use in your trading strategies absolutely for free. My subscribers are already achieving incredible results with this channel. Just look at them. And believe me guys, you can do it too. So if you're interested and not subscribed yet, then follow the link in the description under this video and let's develop together and we continue. I should say that we are entering the right way, because there was the temporary rebound of the prices. Sometimes the situation shown us increasing moments in terms of the increasing temporary rebound for about the 3, 4, maybe 5 candlesticks, but you see that there is a strong tendencies to be going down again. And I think that we should go further. You see here it is, we're having the wave situation and the alligator is going to show us not so obvious signals. I think that MACD try to show us that the more obvious signs, but the alligator is not going well here. So now we need here to have the line, the green line right over here, and I need more obvious situation, guys. I think I will click to another kind of currency pair just to have a look on it. Okay, so this is the most interesting kind of story. I will work with it because it's more comfortable, and I think I will tap here $35 because here the situation is going to show us the green, but I'm going to go with a red button. So let's try. So yes guys, you see that was that very story again, the temporary rebound of prices, and I know that it's going to happen. I'm having this type of situation for the second time, and you see I think I have to switch on to another kind of indicator because that one is showing me not so comfortable positions to go through the deal. And let's delete this. And as far as I remember, I promise you I'm going to go to another kind of indicator if the alligator is not going good for us. So it happened unfortunately. Now I'm going to work with, for example, let's try the Bollinger, because they're obviously showing the right situations in from 60 to 80%, guys. I hope that they're going to go pretty well. So let's move on to and now one to the Canadian dollar and the Swiss franc. Okay, you see here we're having the small short candlesticks. They're going downstairs pretty confidently. Now we're here in the role of the witnesses of the short price reversal. Maybe it's going to be a little chaotic for the correction, but who knows? I'm going to zoom this out. Yes, guys, you see maybe it's going to be now one kind of button that will provide us with the next support level. Who knows? It's obviously the reversal story, and I'm going to zoom this in a little, and I'm going to work with the trend. Yeah, I see that while I'm tapping my investment, I think it is going to be a little change. I'm going to work with $55. And you see situation here is showing us the intersection of the lines. So still I think I should try greens. That's why, let's go. So that was a perfect deal. You see we just entered the away and situation was going a little bit higher. I think that was really good. Perfect work of all indicators. That's why let's go further, because we're only $100 here in our world and I think it's obviously not enough. I'm going to go to work further and to see how it looks like. And I see the United States dollar against the Colombian peso are showing us this interesting kind of story, and there is a new top right over here, and I think that we need to go on to wait for the reversal of prices. You see, after some red candlesticks we are going to go through the deal. Before it happens, I'm going to my investment and I will tap here $100. So it will be pretty comfortable to have my payout of $181 if I win. So I think it's still not really obvious kind of story, but I hope it's going to go a little bit down and then we will have small rebound of prices. So you see it's going to happen, and then again the reversal of story would come and continue. So I will go and try reds. Let's go. So perfect case, you see I'm having $200 and I'm really happy it happened. So I think we shouldn't stop right over here. Let's go further and work with the United States dollar and Egyptian pound. So still here you see we're having those bottoms. And well, what should we know about this kind of story? The situation is pretty wavy. First of all, we're having the greatest peak right over here, and now I think that we can have an imaginative line of support level. That's it. Maybe for some reasons it's going to be a little more higher in terms of the bottoms. Who knows, guys? I still want to increase my possibilities here because you see there is a newborn strange situation. Maybe it's going to be a huge growing high, or maybe it's a short period of correction. I'm not even sure. So I think I have to wait a little, but before having my deal, I'm going to my investment, of course. I'm going to tap here $100 or $170, for example. But guys, if you're the beginner, I would recommend you to use only maximum of 20% of your wallet and never try something greater, because guys, you see, you have to have your experiences. For me, I'm feeling here pretty comfortable, so in this very moment I will try my best with greens. Let's go. Perfect turn. You see, we entered the right way. We were waiting for the green candlestick, and now maybe you see maybe it's going to begin the temporary rebound of prices, because you see some periods ago it has happened, that very situation, so we need to be more attentive. But let's leave this kind of story. We entered the right way and let's go to another one. Okay, right over here we are having the United States dollar and Turkish lira. What else? I see that if we zoom this situation out, we need to have this kind of imaginative supportive level line. I think that if you see this, I will show you this is very line. Maybe it's going to go a little bit lower, but we need also obviously time to go through that because I need this very button to be born. I'm going to do this in, and I would be really comfortable in seeing this very button, this one, and I'm going to have this one in front of my eyes. So you see also the bars are not going to grow higher in any ways. What else? I think I have to go through my investment. Maybe something is going to be changed, and that's not only my investment. I will go with, for example, $300. And yes, I hope I have my time before situation here is going to show me the bears, so I will try my best. Let's go greens. So perfect, guys. I knew it was going to happen because you see we withdraw that very imaginative line, and as far as I told you, that happened. Now I have only of course $5,500, but it makes me really happy, and you see the station is going to go a little bit higher, and we're not having here any bottoms that are much lower, so we were right. That was perfect, but let's go further to now currency ratio of the United States dollar and the Indian rupee. What else I'm seeing that? I'm here concluding that this is in our kind of bottom, if you know what I mean. I think that we are out of the trend concerning the bears, and now we'll have some direction to go further, some kind of bullishments, and that are here. So I'm going to try my best, and I'm going to move on, and I will have all of you needed, and I will need my platform to be seen like that. So I will be having this very bottom after the correction, and then another one. So that's maybe then the one which would be a little bit lower. I'm not even sure, maybe it's going to be reversal, because I don't know if it's going to be the bullishments or bearishments trends. I'm going to go my investment first of all, and I'm clicking here the sum of $500. Yes, it is, and I'm going to try my best working with the bulls. So good again, if you know what I mean. We mentioned that speed is going a little bit slower, but I think it was a great decision because it's for me. I try my best to work out at any type of speed, at any type of situation, and I was expecting that because if you know what I mean, the situation can go anyway. So I was doing pretty well, and let's go further. Okay, I should say that today we're having the interesting story with some kind of temporary rebound surprises that increase the confusion. So what do you think about this kind of strategy, guys? I think that makes me really confused in many ways, but I try my best to show you my confidence. So please give me the thumbs up if you feel it, if you feel the same, if you feel that you're a little bit impressed, because I hope so. So my friends, we're here to conclude the next decision because after some period of correction, after some dodges, I hope it is going to be a little drop up. But you know, this is not also happening. The situation is trembling for many times. You see it has happened in the middle of the strategy, and I should say that I need to zoom this out just to know what I mean. Just to see all my predictions and just to feel comfortable if they're going a little bit in the right direction and if they're a little bit the same as they're in my mind. So I'm going to go here, concluding also those bars which are here a little bit higher and than the zero level. Who knows? I'm going to do my best. And this is quite interesting time to begin having risks. I'm going to go with $1,000. Because you see, I'm here just to show you how I feel pretty confident and to show my decisions and to find your fulfillment of going through the risk. So let's go with the greens. Let's try. So perfect, guys, you see, you just entered having only $10 in my account, and you see now we're having $1,800. I think it's quite time to call today because I have some more issues to do here after making this video of the night. I hope you really like this video, it will be really useful for you. And guys, see you next time, and bye bye.